Okay, these are the common errors, which hopefully you have completed this handout. If you have not, please stop and do so. So, taking a look here at this handout, let me zoom in some. There we go. All right. Now, believe it or not, the most common foul is a holdover from the first essay, which is pronoun agreement. Remember, with pronoun agreement, the pronoun has to agree with its antecedent in number. So what that means is singular, singular, plural, plural. Now, this is an important tip right here. Please don't use these words, okay? And there's two reasons. You notice I didn't even say them. Number one, these are vague, right? Being vague is the enemy of specificity. Good writers are specific. Good writers point. If you use a word like anybody, who are you pointing at? We don't know. Please don't use vague words. Don't. The second reason why we should avoid these words is they cause common errors, just like what we're talking about now, pronoun agreement. So if we look at this example, anybody reading Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening can easily find the theme which relates to their life, right? Singular does not agree with plural. So this is an error in a pronoun agreement, right? So we have to cut this, and what could we use in its place? Well, we could say readers, but then readers reading, that's awkward. So we could change that to be readers of Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening. That'd be much better, right? So why? Because we're being specific, right? Readers of. The theme of mirror is one that everyone can relate to as they experience it growing older. Singular does not agree with plural. Pronoun error. The theme of mirror is one that readers, right? Using that's kind of a good word to use when writing about poetry because we're being specific. Readers can relate to as they experience it growing older. So readers, they, plural, plural, right? So make sure that your pronouns are agreeing with their antecedent. Now, next, penalties. POV, point of view. Now, this is a easy editing tip here in MS Word, as well as just about any word processing program that you're using. If you go Control F, that's going to open the find, F is find box. And then you can type into the search field words that are related to first person or second person point of view, right? Such as I, we, our, us, me, mine, you, your. And then it's going to help us to catch all those errors because then the computer's going to do the work for us. Now, here's something. When is it okay to have any of the above in a paper? So here we have two emojis, happy, sad. Why is this the happy emoji? Why is this the sad? With point of view, right? So here we see I. Why is it okay to have I here? Because this is inside of what? A quote. If we have a quote going on, we can't mess with it. It's a quote. It has to be as is. So this is okay. But now here, this is a POV, right? Why? Because now we're expressing my perspective, an example of irony I can find, right? So this is an error, but this is not. So remember, if it's okay to have these words in your paper if it's inside of a quote. Otherwise, you have a point of view error. Now, miscellaneous, right? Please, don't use the title of the poem as the title of your paper. That's just lazy. try to connect the paper's title to the subject of the poem itself. Try to be clever. So, for example, what'd you put down for the road not taken, right? Maybe choose the right fork, or on the road again, right? Kind of a clever, cute little title, a good start. What about if you're writing a paper on a poem entitled Mirror? Something as simple as mirror, mirror on the wall, right? That's catchy, that's clever. You're drawing the reader into the paper. So, give some thought to your title. Now, this next one connects to point of view errors, right, with second person. I call this please don't preach. If you would simply realize the importance of the imagination, just as Robert Frost notes in his poem, you would not be so unhappy in your life. Well, time out, guys. Do you see how this reads, right? First off, I realize the importance of the imagination, right? Second, I'm really not unhappy with my life. I love my life. I love myself. Love my wife. Love my family. Love God. I have a good life going here. I make good life choices. And when you're writing like this is a huge turnoff. A huge turnoff to the reader. Don't do this. Don't do this. Please don't do that. Don't do that. It's not only a point of view error, it's a huge turnoff to the reader. Then some minor comma problems, right? Now here what we see in this first example sentence, this is using commas to enclose non-essential information. So for example, if we go in here and we look, get my pen going again. If we look, right, everything inside those commas, we could chop out of the sentence. You see that? The theme of the poem reflects the importance of the imagination, right? You see how that reads? So, right? Which can be found most clearly illustrated in the second stanza is non-essential. We don't have to have that. So what we have to do is that if we have non-essential information, we put a comma in front, boom, and a comma behind, boom, to let the reader know that that's non-essential information. Okay, second example. Remember, if we have two independent clauses being held together by a coordinating conjunction, we need that comma. Now, these next two examples, the rule with that and which. Okay, if we have that and which beginning a clause that ends the sentence, no comma in front of that, but we do take a comma in front of which. And then please remember, if we have a quote, right, that's being attached to the sentence, please use this little comma here. Very good. So, those were common errors of students of the past. Hope everybody is doing a great job with the poetry analysis with the literary device.